Welcome to Tony's Bonsai. Today we're talking chopsticks. I've just sanded and oiled these oak chopsticks that I've made. I love them with a flat end. I think they're much more comfortable to handle. I've made a range of different ones, all different sizes, all out of oak, and I'm going to show you today how I make one of these out of a lump of wood. Anyone with OCD, I recommend you turn away. This is my lounge. And these are the tools of the trade. We've got a hatchet, a cleaver, and a lump of wood. This is actually a really old piece of oak. This is rescued off a piece of old furniture. So you're talking at least 60 or 70 years old, this. So it's very hard. What I'll do first of all is split it. Obviously it's too thick for a chopstick. That's how hard it is. There we go. Right. They've come apart really nicely. This one's gone a bit thin at the end. I can still make something from it, but this one's lovely. It's got a nice taper, and this thicker end is still probably a bit thick, so I'll take off this. This is just like varnished or lacquered. I want to take that off, so come on. It's so hard, this oak. There we go. I can just slice down the back of it there. And then once I've got to that stage, I can take some of the width off it as well. So this is getting quite nice now for a chopstick. You could use chisels or a proper like whittling knife, but I've got this cleaver that I use to chop wood up for me wood burner, and this will do the job. So all the varnish is all off now, and I've got a nice piece. So this end, which is the thicker end, I want this to become the flat section like that. So I want to make this thinner, and I'm just using my cleaver like a chisel and just thinning that down. I could probably just chop into the end to take a bit off if I wanted to rush it. Well, that's getting there now. I'm going to take the same amount off each side, like that. There we go. And then once I get to this stage now, I want to start tapering the edge in and forming the profile of the chopstick. And all I'll do this, I'll actually swing it a bit here just to so I've just hacked down that edge there. I'll do the same on the opposite side. There we go. So that's getting that basic shape. I'm just using my eyes as I'm going along, just to make sure that it's all forming evenly. Now, it doesn't have to be crazily accurate, this. I kind of like the fact that it's not perfect and that they've got a handmade feel to them. Once I've got it square like that, I'll take the corners off to produce the round end. So I take the corners off and I go from square profile to a octagonal. And I'm just rotating it as I go, taking some material off. There, that's getting something like. I'll now focus back on the other end. Just square off that edge, make it nice and neat. Same on that side. Just take the corners off. The main thing, safety-wise, is that you're doing everything away from yourself. So never using a knife towards yourself is the key. A lot of you have seen my videos with my dad on them, and he was actually a woodwork teacher. That was his job. So he's always encouraged us to play with sharp tools and wood, basically. So I'm now thinning this end down. And that's beginning to form a nice shape. It's still a little thick in the centre, so I need to start taking that down. There's not much science to this, really. It's just kind of getting a feel for the tool. Keep looking at it like that, and then styling it into the shape that you want. Oh, that was nice. Ah, that's getting there. So every now and again I just stop and I have a feel, you know, how it feels in my hand. And it just feels a bit chunky round here, around this area, so that's the bit I want to take some material off on both sides. And once we get to this stage now, I'll just put my glasses back on because I can't see what I'm doing and they were steaming up a bit. Oh, that's better. I'll just take the corners off. That's quite nice there. I just feel it now and check there's no sharp edges, and that just feels a little flatter than anywhere else, so take that edge off. That feels good. I'll just rotate it round. There's a slight bulge just there. Only it's a little bit off. You can easily ruin them at this stage by just taking too much off. But there, I'm happy with that now. I'll just deal with the end. I just took that end back because it was a bit pointy, a bit skinny on that end. Just sharpen that end up like that. That's ready to sand. I'm outside for the sanding because it gets a bit dusty. I've got 3 grades of sandpaper. I'll start with a 40 grit, then I'll go to an 80 and then a 180. So we've got this piece of 40 grit. It's pretty coarse stuff. And as I'm rubbing it, I'm just rotating the chopstick like that. There's a bit of a corner here that I can feel, so all I'll do with that is rub it like that, and that soon takes it down. Now I switch over to a piece of 80 grit. And finish off with some 180 grit. This ended up being a bit of a smaller one because it wasn't really a massive piece of wood that I used, but it's come out quite nice. It's always nice to have a different range of sizes, I suppose. This oak as well doesn't have as much grain in it as the others, but perhaps that'll come out now. Well, it will come out when I just add a bit of this stuff. This is hard wax oil. It's all 100% natural. It's the best stuff. It's from Germany. Really nice, this. And you just put a nice coat of that on it. Not too much. Oh yeah, looking good, that. And in terms of its use, they just sit really nicely in the hand. Whereas I find a chopstick can be a little bit awkward. Just having that flatter section, I just find it more comfortable. As I say, I've made loads, all different sizes. So I'm not going to be short, and this oak is super tough stuff, so there we go. wasn't planning on recording myself making these today. I just spent a few hours this afternoon just making a few tools for myself, and I put a community post on YouTube, and it was Xavier said, are you doing a video about it? So I thought, you know what, I may as well, while the place is a mess, I'll just hack one more out, record myself doing it, and you know, it's far from an essential piece of kit. I mean, a chopstick is an essential piece of kit, but you don't need to make your own handmade ones, but it's nice when you're working on the trees. You're working with a tool that you've crafted to your hand that fits you. And it's also nice just making your own tools, and it just adds a little bit of extra enjoyment to the bonsai process. So have a go, and you never know, you might surprise yourself, make something you're really proud of. But my glasses are misting up now. So thanks for joining me, as always. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.